Hello my friends and welcome to episode 2 of Transport Fever. The year is 1879, so we're about 19 years behind where I promised I'd come back. The reason for that was we're basically not making enough money to start to do anything else. I was literally sat down here micromanaging trucks and trains. So basically that is the reason why it's taken so long. We're starting to get to a point now where we can make some money. Paid off 1.3 million of that loan, 1.5 million of that loan. To continue making money, I had to upgrade the trucks. New trucks came available in 1875, and I've upgraded the front of the train, which is now the Baldwin, I believe. Yep, the 208 Baldwin Class 56. This is when we started with the Baldwin 6 wheels. That done 40 kilometers an hour with 70 power watt tractive effort 25, running cost of 28k a year. That was great for the first few years, but it was starting to get to the stage where, you know, a 30-year lifespan, we were nearly 20 years into the game, so it's starting to add up in terms of the upkeep cost going up, and it's just not fast enough, to be honest. And when we're up having to upgrade our trucks, because their lifespan was 15 years, we'd already gone over when the new truck came available in 1872. You know, we had to start pushing forward with that, so we upgraded all our locomotives. We didn't upgrade the rest of the train. As you can see the rust on the carts, but not the actual train, which looks sparkling and new. The trucks, they kind of look like that. Their upgrade shows as from 4 capacity and 15 kilometers an hour to 5 and 20, so about a 50% increase as well on both. I did have to add some more trucks onto the line, and the buses have also been upgraded. Again, their lifespan had been exceeded. Their upgrade is very similar, 18 kilometers an hour, so they will be holding up our trucks when they are stuck behind them. Are there any examples of that? Yes, there is, right here. As you see, this truck, or this rather, holding up these two trucks. So that's a bit frustrating, but you know. The other confession I have to make is I did actually restart. Now, when I was running it through, what I'd done is I put the signal somewhere about here. And basically it was closer to this end than it was to this end. And what ended up happening is a train would be sitting here waiting for 6 months. So what I did is I'll just restart it and get the signal sorted out, because it was going to take a long time. Actually, in hindsight, I haven't run it again. Don't think it's taken any longer, and I think actually my railroad's worse. You know, we came this side of the machine factory the last time, which I think was a more direct route. So it's not really changed anything. Made £1 million last year, and that was it with any investments? No, it wasn't, but years before that, you know, we made decent money again, loss here and a profit here, with 600,000 going out in both. So what we're going to do, we're going to set, but there was, other than that, the changes, I made no changes to anything I did. Everything was set up the exact same. The only thing I changed was there was some money left over, so I built this road here, rather than going all the way around here, just to try and get this being more efficient. And I built this road here, again, just to try and make this line more efficient. Now, the only other change we've got, I promised there'd be a new channel put up onto a city every single episode. So Manchester is now called Scouse Mouse Scouse. It does lots of various things with his channel. He does lots of different types of games, which is well worth checking out. He's helped me out loads. So we're going to hit fast forward, and this is kind of why I wanted to skip forward, because this is what I would have been showing you for the past 19 years, which would have probably been about 2 episodes worth of me sitting here. Fairly early on, I would be maybe click this, skip it round, let it go to the other end, before I set them to have to wait for a full load, because when I'd done it again, I decided let them run, let it hit the timer and see how well it works. But you know, that's hitting decent profit every time it's coming now. It was 600,000 with the old train. With the new train it's hitting 800,000, so I assume it's not down to the speed that it arrives is a factor. This train runs at 20 kilometers an hour faster, which is a 50% increase. Of course, there's no other increase because we've not put any more wagons on the back. It's still at the 10, 10. And 10, with this setup, I was tempted to see if we could try and get another one in. We've just paid another £1 million off that loan from that. which is fairly helpful. And we've got another train coming in down here, and we're getting 7 each direction. In fact, we could probably support another train on this line as well. The issue with getting another train on this line would probably be this end. Might be an issue in the meantime. So what we're going to do today is I am going to, while this is running, I'm just going to let it run on fast, and you can see what it's doing. I'm going to have a look for a oil line that we can do. Now, initially, as I said, the first time I'd done this game, my game lagged a little bit, I'd done a line that was up here. It was this line to this line. I feel that's a bit too short. This line here might be a better option, but getting it there is a different problem. And even feeding, well, maybe we feed 2 free cities from here. Can we feed St. Lucia? I mean, we could build a road down here, couldn't we? And feed St. Lucia. Aloft would be fairly simple to feed as well. Again, we could build a road just to increase that efficiency to here, and I would go back. Do you know what? I think that's what we're going to do. We can feed 3 cities from that at that end, and again later on we can feed these 3, these 2 from this end. I don't think we can really feed anything on here. It's be starting to get too far away. Rochester and Antioch, Laredo and Hollywood. I'm just going to quickly pay off another 1.5 million of that loan actually. So we're actually fairly close to the kind of money that I'm going to want to do this. So why don't we get on? Before we borrow any money, let's get these 2 roads built that I was on about. We're doing it, this is what we're doing. So, I mean, right now, we could come right down here, and then along, but I want to increase it to be efficient, so, I want a small country road. Hoping, should be able to do this one for under 100k. And the reason why I want to do an oil line is the same reason why I started with the farm line, is it's just efficient because you can do the backhaul technique. Where there's every other material in the game, you cannot backhaul. So right now, backhaul is the most important thing. So 69k, that's perfect. How much is it going to cost to get a bridge from here to here? 71k. But I want it to be a nice looking bridge, so not that one. That one would be fairly nice, wooden. That's steel, and that's wooden and stone. So I'll go with the stone bridge, which would cost us 90k. So let's fast forward again. I don't want to take any money out to do these roads, but I want the roads done before I start building the line. Because that's the best way to do it. At least, in my opinion. Which isn't always right, of course. As I said, I'm not very good at this game. This is my first time in hard mode, and I'm 19 years behind what I would call schedule. You know, I was hoping that this line would be built in sort of 1860, then 1871 when, you know, and then we'd be able to upgrade these trains all to the general, which we've messed because, you know, it's not really worthwhile using it. It's nowhere near as good as the class 56. We'll hit pause again and we'll get that road built. So, you know, that's the issue we have in terms of that. So let's get this road built. Said we'd go for the stone bridge. I'm not doing this in the same place, am I? Do you know what? This is a shorter haul. So this is only going to cost 60k. And we can be so much more direct, which will also give us a platform and a road to stick our main road in, our main rail station in rather, which is kind of what I want to do. So again, I'm going to need to adjust this probably, but you know what, no, we probably don't. So let's click on cargo station and we'll go 320 meters, and we want a terminal. That's the ticket right there. Now come across here, we'll swing it around, bring it across. No, we're not going to fit a railway in here, are we? there's no way we fit a railway along that road, I can assure you. So we would need to come round the outside of Palm Bay, which means that we want this rail track to be round about here somewhere, and aiming that way. And again, let's hook up the road before I forget. So we've got 4 million to spend to do this. That's not a lot of money. So, sorry, it's not even 4 million, it's 3.8. It's not going to be enough because that's probably going to be the cost of a train. So let's skip it forward a bit, make a bit more money, pay a bit less loan interest. We've got the 2 stations built, and that's the important part. We're making 2 million so far this year, which is our biggest profit by a country mile in this save so far. If we can continue to make that kind of money, we're in good shape. We will repay that 500,000, because again, and this is one of the reasons why I like to repay the loan, is one, if it goes over the year, you pay less interest anyway, and 2, you can actually see how much you're going to spend. Because right now we've got 4.8 million. I think to get this line started, I'm going to need about 7. So I want to take this loan down to about 3. I mean, railroad cost is obviously going to go up more. Road cost will go up a little bit as well because we own some of that road. Frustratingly. Don't know why the government doesn't pay for it. I bet you we are paying for lots of roads that we don't even use. Like this one. So I wonder. I mean, it's probably not worth enough money that you go around demolishing it all. I mean, over the period of the game, but then eventually you're going to run into problems. So that's not quite so ideal. I mean, this track could definitely sustain another train. My worry is this end. And if this end goes, this whole line goes, we'll repay another 500,000 here. So we'll probably be building this line probably about 1882, which would be put us 22 years behind schedule. But I believe this is recoverable, because as much as we're behind schedule, we're going to have 2 areas of the map. We can get another train onto this fairly quickly, I think. And we'll have another line going. And we'll be filtered in 2 different parts of the map, so that's always the helpful bit. So we're about need another million or so, and then we're there, in my opinion. Not quite enough to pay off, but probably enough to get our railroad going. So we're paused again. Going to loan out all our money. We've got exactly 10 million, which is exactly what I asked for. Why can't I? There we go. So I want to hit back onto contour lines. We're 14 minutes into this episode now, so our train right now can only go 60. Got less. When does the next train come out? 1885. So that's not quite so ideal. But we're going to keep this bridge because it's cheap. Our train can only do 60 anyway, so you know what? Why not? Now I wanted to come, I think to come round this side. What we're going to need to do is have a train, a line that goes dink, dink. We will hit this contour. Unfortunately, I don't see any way around hitting it. And keeping speed, which creates that stupid bit there, followed by this stupid bit. You know, it's not ideal, but so it's not going to look the prettiest, but I think that's the best way to do it. And then if we cross the river again, that looks fairly decent. We want to be aiming down that way, don't we? Maybe a touch more. Done. going. Oh, that's a road which has knocked me off the line a little bit, but it's fine. Right, let's not build that. I can do that cheaper than that. There you go. We just done that same bit of road track rather for 60k because we didn't have to do that weird thing. And we should be in theory pointing this right in the general direction. So all you have to do is get round this and towards this. So let's bring it across like that. Maybe too much. Again, I'll do that cheaper without having to do all that. So, oh, maybe I will have to do all that. So maybe I don't get that cheaper. That bit of track cheaper in that instance. That'll do nicely. And again, we're double tracking this. So. This should get plenty fuel coming up and towards it. It's just whether we can get enough train to manage it. Now that we've got a train that's doing 60 though, should be fine. At this length. We're only going to get faster from here on out as well. I mean, my head says wait until the next train comes out and get that, but I don't really know how much of an upgrade it's going to be speed wise. And Baldwin seems pretty good, at least at the other line it seems pretty good. So just to save trying to negotiate this bridge too much, come on, just didn't want to do that bit for me. And I'm going to stick signal here. Always like one at either end of the bridges. Don't know why, but I've always liked that. So, going either side. And come up to here. And again, this road will eventually go across. So, again, I just like to have it either side of the road. Particularly like that because this means that if my train has to stop at the signal, I'm also holding up traffic. Which is great once you start getting cars. And I'll need another one. Probably put one here. And one down here. And then what I want to do, now you are the fuel side, aren't you? Yes. So I want to then here, at this side, I'm creating the first train for this line. That'll do nicely. And I want it to be like so. Now, let's hit new line. Now, I'm going to make it black because it's a fuel line. And fuel should always be black. And let's see how much this train's going to cost. Given the distance, we want it to be at least 100, I think. Can we afford 100? Don't think we can. Yep, there we go. We've got 1.5 million left, so that's a pretty expensive train, but you know, it'll do the business over that distance. We can get another one added on when we need. And then at this end, I want to create 3 of these. Oh, 1. Need to make sure they're in range of the train station because we need to do that at the other end as we get an autosave. but at this end we do, so that's going to become a bit of a problem. Wait a minute, are you even in range of the train station? Yes, you are. I'll create one on this side. It's in range of both, so that's good. Which means that I just want to stick out a little road here, just in case there's traffic. And I want to, there we go, like so. And I want one of these, whatchamacallums, at this end, because that makes life just a little bit easier when you want to separate your trucks. So, fuel, I think, is industrial, which is yellow when we have a look at this. So we want to cover as much of this yellow area as possible, and this side should be fairly easy. In fact, it is fairly easy. In fact, that's probably going to be the best way to do it, isn't it? Just give me a nice shape. Put you like that. And then we're going to go new line. And that will come from here to here. And that is all I say. Fuel intake. Again, take that off the now, and I want to hit this, and I want one of these in here, and we want 10 of these, which isn't going to be cheap. What's going on here? We'll have a fuel intake, please. Thank you. Now, because of the cost of them, I'm only going to put 10 on each of these lines just now. Can always add more later on, of course. Again, this should be a fairly routine one, actually. At this end, getting it all covered up. There we go, perfect. New line, going for pink this time. From here to here. I think we'll go, because we'll take this one slightly further. I mean, that's going to be a pain in the backside to get full coverage anyway. So, what's the name of this city? Port Salusi. I think that might be the next town getting renamed, to be honest. And again, I just want to have a bus, well, the stop station in here, and we'll buy, and you were pink, weren't you? Yes. So I want 10 of these again. This won't be enough long term, but you know, it is what it is. 10. And you will go on the Port Lucy fuel intake. And then we've got to somehow figure out a way of getting this all covered. So, I'm going to guess if we bring this out here, like so, bring you across here, like so. I mean, our best option might be just to cover this area now. Because, do we cover this area? Even if we can get this close, we're not covering all this. Oh. There we go, so we've got, what, 1, 2, let me count now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, this side wins it by 2, as long as I can get these two covered. There we go. And this is St. Louis, and it gets a nice orange colour. You go up to that bit, and this is the Louis fuel intake, and you get orange. So let's get our depot in. few nicely in here, and I want probably 10 here. So take it up to 65. Fuel intake. There we go. Now, how much money do we have left? Do we have enough for another 20 of these at least? Is what I need. We do. So you're orange, you're pink. So these are the two longer routes, which are why they're getting priority for these extras. And I need orange. And I want another 10 to go onto the St. Louis fuel intake line. And then pink. And I want another 10 to go onto the Port Lucille line. Yep. And yep. We still have enough to get another 10 into here as well, so let's do that. I think we've still got enough anyway. 21.7, so 217,000 it should cost, so yes we do, so another 10. And that's to go onto the Olaf fuel line. Now, let's see our train, because this is the important part. Is this guy. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a screenshot, and that is going to be the thumbnail for this episode, because I like it. Simply because I like it. I mean, this will take a bit of a while to make money, and we need to get another train on it, which is the other issue. But, you know, it's more work being done in this area. We can always go back to the other area if need be. I'm just going to follow this train now. I wonder, can I record this in first person? Just click into recording, and when it hits the other end, I will end the episode. It's hitting 60 kilometers an hour quite comfortably. Recording also pretty smooth on this first person view. It's the first time I've used it on recording. But we will be back pretty quickly next episode. I'll maybe fast forward a little bit till we're making a bit of money again, but I expect the money to start rolling in. Do you want me to add the trains in or not? Let me know. Because, you know, if we add the trains in when I can afford it, or when we're, if you want me to wait till it's, I can afford it when it's on camera or not, basically what I'm saying. Because right now we're going to be waiting around again to make a little bit of money to pay off some of this loan again, which again we'll do. We need to get another train on this, the other line, but we need to probably get another 3 on this line first as priority, because it's a longer line, so it'll take longer for the trains to get to and from. Although this seems to be swallowing up the kilometres very, very quickly. As you see, we've got quite a lot of crossings here as well on this line. We've got this beautiful forest to go through. I can't believe this recording is working so well in first person view. I thought I'd be getting those over coding errors that I used to get constantly. They used to bite me in the backside so often. But as we come to the end of the line, we'll see how much fuel is waiting for us. A fair amount actually. That looks decent. 48 canisters. We need another line on this. Train on this line ASAP, because that will do great business. In fact, you know what we're going to do? We're going to follow it. This is just under half full, so we'll get an idea how much money this train is going to bring in. Let me just quickly repay that million that we just got back, because the quicker I repay that, the quicker we will be allowed to get another train on this line. I think I'll need to do all the maths, but I think it was about 4 or 5 million for one of these trains. But they're quick, you know. I mean, this isn't even struggling with this amount of cards with fuel done them. We get another Aussie, which is really holding up me ending the episode. I just want to show you how much this train's going to be worth. So the other one, for comparison, was 800 and odd, about 870,000 if I remember correctly, for a full load of 70 from A to B. I'm going to find out. I reckon this 50 will be a similar amount on this line because it's longer, greater distance from A to B. Let's repay some of that loan while we've got the money, trying to maintain seeing everything. I mean, we've gone into 1882, so we've got this line up quicker than what I expected. It's not going to be up and running at full capacity as quick as I would have liked, but you know, it is what it is. We're making money. We're making $1 million a year right now, which means we should start progressing fairly quickly. How beautiful that train is. Absolutely love it. Almost better than black, to be honest, compared to the red of the other train. Fuel tankers always look nice and black. As this is going to come in any minute now, actually a fair distance away still. We'll see how much money we are going to make. It's going to take about a year maybe to get either side. Repay some of that loan. We've now got 2 million saved. We should start paying this loan off fairly quickly, I imagine now, which means we'll get another train, more buses and stuff going fairly quickly now that we've got the second line. How much are you going to make me, son? Please be kind. 800,000. I said that's what I thought it'd be. I thought it'd match, and it does indeed match. We're going to repay off some of that loan, and on that, guys, I'm going to end this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Check out Monte Rico Gaming and Scouse Mouse, the two people who have cities named after them so far. I really do appreciate you guys tuning in. If you liked, hit like. If you disliked, hit dislike. It's all good for me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll hopefully catch you all next time.